Tuesday Night Tech Show contains adult language, adult situations, excessive alcohol consumption, and a completely drunk live chat room. Listening to the show may cause side effects, such as dry mouth, hallucinations, nausea, oily discharge, mild insomnia, hives, memory loss, facial pain, urinary retention, excessive thirst, tremors, unusual sexual urges, and possible sudden death. Please listen with caution and consult your physician if you begin to experience any of these side effects.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, grab a cold beer and prepare yourselves to listen to the worst podcast ever to come out of upstate New York. It's the Tuesday Night Tech Show. And now, here are your hosts, Mark H. Delps and Bill Dr. Seuss Susie.
Hope that's working. Can you
Good
hear
day.
me, Dr. Seuss? Are you
Good
there?
day, sir.
Are you there?
I can hear you, yes.
Wow, what an exciting weekend we had. Amazing. Those poor
And
podcasts.
I got to tell you, the fun has not stopped. The chat room is just crazy tonight.
Tonight is amazing. There's 65 viewers out there. How many people are in the chat room right now? About 53? That's not a bad ratio. I mean,
53 and very few Ustreamers.
The weird thing is we just did a show 2 nights ago. We've never, ever done a Saturday show because it's the Tuesday Night Tech Show, but we did a special show for GotWebMojo.com, and here we are 3 days later. We're ready to back and do it again. So, wow.
And people are showing up for this crap.
Yep.
It's amazing.
The only difference tonight is you are not here in the studio live as the last two shows. You're actually back on Skype. So I'll do my little introduction here. Welcome to the Tuesday Night Tech Show for, April 8th, 2008, broadcasting live on Ustream.tv every week at 9 p.m. Eastern Time with your host, Dr. Seuss, over there on Skype. Say hello. And myself, Mr. X. This is show number 43. 43. What do you think?
I'm excited. I'm excited by 43, and I do think that we should update him a little bit about what happened over the weekend. Let's talk about the show for those of you who have maybe missed the big show on Saturday. Major turnout on Saturday. We had over 200 plus viewers at some points in the evening. We gave away a ton of shit. The giveaway crashed and burned and started on fire. We actually had the fire department at Mark's house to clear out all of the debris from how badly the giveaway went in the beginning. But we recovered, and the rest of the evening was really exciting and came back, and we pulled it out in the end, I think.
Well, the problem was we started with 20 T-shirts, 20 GotWebMojo.com T-shirts to give away. We put all of everybody's tickets in a hat, pretty much, and we pulled out the names. The problem was you had to be here to win the prizes. And as we found out, a lot of people registered, but were not here. So we kept pulling out number 37, number 24, number 14, number 2. Nobody was here. It took us
There was probably, 40 of them that were just nobody. They were just not there.
So we just had to keep taking the tickets out.
The amazing thing about the whole thing is that we started off giving away a T-shirt, and the guy that won the T-shirt, the very first one, won the final big PC in the end, which was really kind of it was sandwiched between this guy.
It was Mozman, wasn't that correct?
That was exciting.
Mozman? Was it Mozman?
Mozman, yeah. Yep. It was very exciting.
He won the first prize, and he won the last prize of the night. So there you go. He won a free Dell PC from GotWebMojo.com, which is a cool site over there for entrepreneurs and artists and writers, musicians. Check it out. Go over there and create a free account. Talk to us. We're over there. Dr. Seuss is over there naked. He's got naked photos up there of himself. So it was great. It was a good time. So here we are again, back on Tuesday, 3 days later. And what's our next?
Ellie won a headset, and she gave it away the very next day on her show. That's really exciting.
Which is a great story, because there's more to that story I found out tonight. She actually did a TNT trivia giveaway. Yeah, she did trivia questions about our show, the TNT show. And if you answered those questions correctly, she gave the headset away to somebody, and then they gave it away to somebody else because I guess they already had one too. So she was doing TNT trivia questions, which I actually got all correct, by the way.
Excellent.
Yep. I got correct.
Really?
So maybe later I'll tell you those. I'll ask you those questions later. One of the questions was, what was the computer in your garage that you pulled out that night on camera? The old computer?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that was one of the questions.
I'm staring right at it right now.
Yep, that was one of the questions. So we'll go into that a little bit later. That was
IL's paying attention.
Yep, she's definitely paying attention. So, what are you drinking tonight for the show?
She's always drinking.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Labatt's Blue.
And I'm drinking Miller Lite. So podcast viewers, we do the show live. It's a video show. You can actually see my wall of beer growing over here to my left. You can see that on camera if you guys stop in. We want you here, podcast people. So tell them what this piece of crap show is about. I'm sorry, go ahead.
The Tuesday Night Tech Show is an alcohol-fueled show with two guys, me and Mr. X, Mark Dells. And we talk about all the interesting things of the week in the technology sector of the internet, right?
Whatever.
We scrape the bottom of the internet
of
the weekly's worst stories that we can find, crazy products of the weeks, news of the weird, and absolute madness that we find over on Google Reader. And we do that all fueled by grain alcohol.
You know what's weird, though? All night long, I've been watching the number of viewers. It keeps fluctuating at 69, and I can't stop thinking about that because ILE was number 69.
ILE was 69.
I found out more about that. She requested the number 69. She wasn't handed the number 69. She got an early 60.
You know, all the backstory with everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of backstory. So podcast viewers, ILE is one of our long-term members. She's always in the chat room, done a lot for the show. She was one of the original co-hosts of the show the very first time we did the show. And so please come here live and see the show in person. It's so much better. Dr. Seuss is not here tonight. He's on Skype. Go ahead.
Should we talk about that? Can we talk about the iPetition that was created, Project SITS, Seuss in the Studio?
Go ahead. I don't know anything about it.
Somebody created a thing called iPetitions, and they're trying to petition me to be at Mark's house every week.
Because
so far there's six entries. There's one from McCoy, who started it, who basically started the thing. Curlo says that he wants me to bring your ass already. Anonymous says, Seuss, you need to be in the studio with Mark. Somebody named Dersos said, no, Mark will touch me. Soroxa said, actually, I don't want Seuss in the studio. Fireman17 said, get your butt there every Tuesday night sitting on your butt. So that's where we're at now. Maybe there'll be more petitions, and we'll see how that works out. And I'll ask my mom if I can go over there.
I got to say, the show does work a lot better when you are here. That's my vote. I will vote yes. I'm not going to force you to do it, but I will definitely give you a place to stay if you need it. I vote yes, absolutely. But that's just
you're going to have to talk to the wife about that and see if I'm allowed.
Okay, I'll see what happens. It's only one night of the week. It's only for the show here. It's only our future, but that's okay. That's up to you.
Well, you should come here.
If we can work it out where we can do the show from your garage.
You don't even come to my house.
But I guarantee if we can somehow work the show out where you don't even have more than one microphone. You only have one microphone. First of all, that's the first problem. How am I going to do the show with no microphone? I might as well stay home.
We'll sit on each other's laps and we'll just use one.
All right, whatever. Go ahead. You want to call out the people in the chat room?
I'd love to. We have the Christopher M, Fireman17, of course, ILE, Jimmy Mac twice, the Ustream Ninja, which is actually Fireman17 anyhow, Wireless Packet, Asian, Audio Murphy, Big Dog Jake, Bored College Kid, B Wolf, Cool Dudes, 13233-2, Cyber Fox, Debbie Savannah, Earl Hyper to live too, the illustrious Enema Bandit. Hey, it's Rachel. Hi, Yanks. Insurgent, Jam, Jimmy Macbach, Curlo, Lone Star, Loudwater. Who else do you see?
We see Moth to Flame, PC Dave, Plur, Quill, Randy's in there, of course. Spiralmine, S. Red's been there a while. Soroxa 1 and 2. Tebow, you can't forget Tebow. Techie Gal, Betty Boop herself. T-Gen is in there, Tybee Guy twice, UT Fan, Young Gemini, Zintech, Heavy D, and all the boys are with him as well. If we missed you, it's just because you're coming in and out. Our chat room is going up and down. We like to read the names every week.
Funny thing is that I just read what I can see. I can't. My screen's small. I can't scroll down much more. So there's a lot of people in the chat room right now.
Well,
and you're missing out if you're not here, podcast people.
Assassin wants his name read again, so there you go. Assassin's in the room. We're not going to do that every week. Everybody's going to want their name read twice. You can listen to the podcast and hear it all over again. Well, I'll post the podcast story tomorrow.
I'm sorry. I heard it totally wrong.
Cyberfox, did you miss Cyberfox too? But that's like our
Cyberfolks.
Jetty Mojo. Did you miss him?
I thought it was an Asian. I'm sorry, as Asian. I couldn't read it.
Lone Star's in there. Again, we'd like to try to do that every week. We always read through the names, and the names change so quickly. If we get big here, there's going to be 3,000 names in there. I can't read all the names. So
damn you, Kansas.
Get in here now while we're reading names. That's the best we can do. So Zinc Tech, I'm sorry, I missed you. Maybe not. Sign the petition, ILE says. So we could sit here all night and just talk in the chat room, but we can't do that because we have a show to do. So Dr. Seuss, take it away with the first story, please.
All right. The first story, real quick, it's not really a story, but we've talked about, because we do talk a little bit about technology, and since me and you have like a love-hate relationship with the Palm, having been Palm owners for many, many years, just came in, some news. The Palm actually didn't lose $31.5 million. They didn't lose $31.5 million. They lost $57 million.
Oh,
so
that's double. That's double.
That's more than double. Well, it's not more than double. That involved math, but yeah. So they didn't lose $31 million. They lost $57 million. So I can imagine that the Palm they've got to be like out of business soon.
Well,
now that's not my story though.
Oh, okay.
I just want to throw that out there.
Go ahead.
Palm enthusiasts. My story. Remember the story about the guy who got the Zune tattoo?
Yes, didn't he get multiple tattoos?
Remember that? Yes, he got multiple. Well, apparently, trying to draw some buzz out there onto the interwebs, Gateway had a thing called Gateway Spots, show your Gateway Spots, and people were getting cows tattooed on their body and the Gateway logo.
No.
And some kid named Matt permanently branded himself as a Gateway fanatic, and he did all to win like some goofy system, and he did. And
wait,
there's a YouTube video that shows people getting tattoos of cows on their bodies to win a Gateway.
Is Gateway still in business?
Yeah.
Oh, they are still in business? I thought they got bought out or something. I forget.
I thought they bought Amiga.
I thought they were bought out. Are you reading stories from last year?
I thought they were too. No, they still PC. You can buy a Gateway at like Best Buy.
Oh, they bought E-Machines, the chat room is saying. So they actually bought somebody out. They didn't get bought out. Whatever. It's all the same. It's all crap. That reminds me, too. Keith and the Girl, the other podcast, one of my favorite podcasts, a lot of the Keith and the Girl members have gotten Keith and the Girl tattoos. When do you think it's time for people to get TNT tattoos? When's that going to happen? That's a nice little logo.
I think it's high time. I think it's high time right now. I think we should. Whoever gets the first TNT tattoo, I will give them all my empty bottles that I have in the garage. There's at least $105 in empty bottles of beer bottles.
That's a lot of beer bottles. If it's $105 at 5 cents
that's a lot of beer bottles.
Holy shit, that's a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually $10. Sorry.
$10. I wanted to also say, I don't even know why I'm thinking about this, but do we have another contest on tap? We didn't talk about this. We didn't do any small talk. Do we want to break in and do a contest announcement here?
Well, we did have, those of you who are with us on Saturday, you were here for the big drawing with Got Web Mojo. We gave out a bunch of T-shirts, some iPods, shuffles, some DVDs, some thongs, an 8-track player. It was a really good time. We also gave out a PC, but apparently JD, who led the whole entire giveaway, got so drunk he passed out and forgot that there was one more thing to give away.
Just like Steve Jobs, one more thing.
And realized that there was still something else.
One more thing.
So, in his drunken stupor, he said, oh my God, there's one more thing to give away. And it is a really fancy RCA record player.
I have it right here.
Adapters in front.
Let me bring it out. RCA Surround Sound 5 CD stereo system with 24-feature remote control, surround sound speaker system, drawer-loaded 5 CD changer, digital amplifier tuner, bass boost. You can't forget the bass boost. Preset equalizer. The retail value $600, Dr. Seuss.
$600. 100 smackers. So what we've decided to do is to help JD in his attempt at rehab, give this thing away. And what we're going to do is launch the new Got Web Mojo TNT flavored contest. And it's very, very simple. You have 2 ways to win, okay? The first way to win is to create a 10 to 15, maybe 30-second commercial about Got Web Mojo and TNT. And somewhere we would like to have the Got Web Mojo logo somewhere on the video. That would be one way to win. And you will have to send us the link to this video. We want to actually have it posted onto Got Web Mojo. So you want to sign up for an account on Got Web Mojo and post your video on there. You can send it to assfucker at TuesdayNightTech.com. That would be fine. Or you can do what we just invented this contest a couple of minutes ago. You can go to yoosing.com, YOO sing.com and do a little internet karaoke, and maybe the worst one that we have, we will choose to make the winner.
So there you go. We're going to give the stereos. That's a great idea. I love that. I love your idea. That I heard some of these crazy people singing the karaoke on the web, and that right there, that's the contest. I think we should have just done that as the contest. We're gonna
maybe that will be the contest. I think we'll toss it around a little bit. I think it's a lot easier to do that than it is to do a whole video. But I think there's going to be some people that are going to create some viral video, and they're going to do that. But you can do singing or you can do the video, your choice. And we're gonna do this over the course of this month, and maybe by the end of the month, like say the first week in May, we'll choose the winners.
I think it's a great idea, and we're going to give the stereo away. We're going to just ask for some kind of a commercial. Like, let's pretend you're making a commercial or a funny video commercial of some sort for Got Web Mojo. And we'll talk more about it. I'll put it up on TuesdayNightTech.com. Don't worry, it'll all be up there soon. So I'm sorry to break in with that. I just wanted to get that out there for the podcast listeners who don't get a chance to come here live, but now they can actually win a stereo system. So there you go.
Yeah, and in the chat room, Earl Thurford said I didn't say their name right, so let me just correct that now.
Earl, you may want to change that name a little bit because it looks really crazy on my screen too. It looks like Earl Thiberlative. So you may want to just clean that up a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Never mind.
Seriously.
Okay. So now it's on to your story.
Yes. My first story is the biggest iPod dock in the known universe can be a camping home or a Zeppelin. And this could be Dr. Seuss's place he could stay when he comes over here to do the show.
Oh, my God.
This is the world's biggest. There's no reason to even finish the story. It's the world's biggest iPod music player.
I mean, that's it right
It's
there.
red. It's gigantastic. It goes to 11.
It's gigantic.
It makes soccer moms laugh and kids dance like the Bangles, and because it's inflatable, it can be filled with hydrogen and take you floating around the world or burn down like the Hindenburg. Either way, it will give you endless fun for $59.99 in third-degree burns, I guess, when you fill it with hydrogen. So,
oh, that's nice.
Thank you, Gizmodo.
Here's a really good idea, and I think this is going to be good for those of our sedentary friends out here. Tin Fin combines the elliptical machine with a rowboat. And on Gizmodo, they say for some reason, they don't really know. So this is I'm looking at this. I think this is a computer-generated thing. I don't think this is a real thing. But basically, if you really like elliptical machines, but you don't really like how stationary they are, you can actually get this thing called the two fin, and you can use the elliptical machine, and the elliptical machine actually propels the boat. So pretty interesting.
Well, it's funny you pulled that story because I don't even know what you just said, but I'll pull this story behind it.
I don't really know what that means.
I don't know, but this is a mixture of that story and a story you did on Saturday night, which was the what story did you do on Saturday night with the boat?
Running.
The running.
Jogging bicycle.
The jogging bicycle. Well, this is very similar. This is rowing bicycle. So we're going to stick with the whole bicycle story.
God, no!
This is called
what is that?
The Skull Trek. You don't pedal this bike. You actually row the bike. So when you want to propel yourself, you're rowing the bike.
Row your bike gently down the road. Get hit by a truck and die. It'll be so much fun.
So apparently, I guess if you really want to get your ass kicked, if you didn't get your ass kicked from the story you did on Saturday.
Totally going to get your ass kicked. You're
going to get your ass
kicked.
beat.
I'm watching the video right now. Somebody's going to come over and give you like a flying clothesline and rip you right off of this fucking thing.
Now, I thought this was a three-reeler, but there's a number one, there's a YouTube video, so that right there is a winner in my book. As long as there's a video to watch these fucking assholes do these kind of things, I thought there was 3 wheels on this thing. It's a 2-wheeled bicycle. How does this thing stay up? How does he stay up on this thing?
I don't know. He has a magnetic ass. I have no idea.
So there's our third bicycle story. Now, it's not toasters this week. It's bicycles this week. We're on Bicycle Week. So there's my story.
This is the headline of the week. Did you hear about this? We talk about a lot of crazy things. A lot of weird shit happens outside of here. Like in India. Well, did you hear about the baby with 2 heads?
I did not.
The baby has not 2 heads, 2 faces. You got to look at the link and see this baby.
My computer will explode.
It actually has 2. Let me see if I can paste it into the chat.
See, that's why you need to be here, because I can look at your screen when you're here, but I can't do it now. So I have to go by what you're saying.
Well, this here it's a baby, and from India, and it has 2 heads. Do you see it in the chat room? I just posted it in there. It's the freakiest thing. And what's amazing about it is that since this has happened, these are like poor farmers in India, but they think that they're very superstitious in India, so they think that the baby is a reincarnation of some god. I forget what the name of it. They think it's Lali or something like that.
Fish heads. Eat them up.
Yes, they think it's the god of fish heads. But it's really freaky, man.
Sorry. I was trying to get you some music there. I just couldn't think of anything for that. Indian 2-headed babies, I just didn't have anything in iTunes for that except fish heads.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And two-headed fish head babies.
Wow.
You must
have been doing some kind of a cocaine variant when you picked that story out, because I just don't even know where that came from.
Saw it. I started right before I came out into the garage. I was just looking. I'm like, that's really weird. And they say that the eyes, all 4 eyes, close at the same time, and the mouth opens and closes at the same time. It breastfeeds on either mouth. It doesn't matter.
It sounds like Aquaman or some shit like that. That's crazy.
It's weird. It's really weird.
All right, I got one for you. Man regrets not buying more domain names in the 1990s and sells pizza.com for a cool $2.6 million.
Are you kidding me? I told you to buy those things.
2 minutes with a web-based time machine and we'd all be millionaires. Chris Clark had the foresight to register a domain name. He signed up pizza.com in 1994. He sold it this week for a staggering $2.6 million. $2.6 million.
Remember the big story about domain name buying? Remember that?
There's been numerous.
Big story about that?
Yeah. Which one?
The big one. Remember
Sex.com?
Remember Alta Vista?
No,
remember Alta Vista?
Soroxa in the chat room says 2.6 is nothing for a domain like that. Really? I think I would settle for $126 on a domain like that. I'd be perfect. I'd be running around town. Yeah. I have $126 I just made on this domain name.
We'd be so drunk. We'd be so drunk if we were selling that.
We'd buy a 24-pack of beer, I'm sure.
Does anybody want to buy TuesdayNightTech.com with 2 T's?
Not 1 T, 2 T's. I will sell it right now for $200 easily. Going once, going twice. There you go. I'll take it.
I used to own IHateMarkDelfs.com.
I still own that. I bought it from you, and for some reason, I still own it.
Oh, so, that's right. Sorry about that.
$2.6 million.
Alta Vista, they sold for like $10 million.
Alta Vista?
It's a funny thing. That
Who
was
bought
a big deal back then. Alta Vista was. I forget. I think Netscape bought it.
Who owns Soroxa.com? We should go buy that right now. We can sell it to him for like $50 or $60 easily. Or Tebow.com.
BiteMyAss.com. Mm-hmm. All
right.
Yep. Maybe Asian.
They're asking how much for ChrisPerillo.com.
$7. $7.
What about Sex.com? That just sold recently for a couple million, I think, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yep. Yeah, it did. Yep. DrSeuss.com. I tried to buy it for $8 and I lost the bid.
What do you got next?
That's a true story. True story. How about this? This is something interesting for me and you, especially. Anybody in the chat room live in the Northeast? Maybe New York, Vermont, Massachusetts area. Anybody around that area?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. Well, bad news for us.
What's
This
that?
year is going to be really, really devastating for us. We are going to get killed by mosquitoes. You know why?
Why is that?
You know why?
Why?
Because there's this thing called the white nose syndrome is wiping out bats across the Northeast U.S. It's a really weird thing, and I actually heard this story recently. But now the bats are starting to come out of hibernation, and what's happening is that these bats actually have this white stuff on their face.
Is it like a mask?
Well, sorta. But what happens is that the bats quick out of hibernation, and because they have this stuff on their face, they don't eat. So all they do is they fly around and they burn up all their fat, and then they just die. They don't eat anything. So we're going to get inundated with crop-eating insects and billions of mosquitoes because these bats are dying.
Well, let me ask
you.
you.
They said that all the bats of this one species will be dead by the end of the summer. All of them.
There's probably one animal that could fix this. I'm not sure, but I'm just wondering if maybe they could fix it somehow. I'm not sure, but what happened last year? Because I was inundated last year with mosquitoes. What the hell happened last year? There was bats all over the place.
I think all the robins were dead.
So basically, what'd you say? The penguin came and he killed bats, Batman, and there's.
All
gonna be
I know
mosquitoes?
is that this is no Joker. This is no
You're
joke.
such a stupid idiot. That was the story that you just made up because you have no stories this week. Totally.
No, it's a real story. White nose syndrome is wiping out bats across the Northeast. It was on Boing Boing. So I'm like,
White nose syndrome?
yes, I posted a link in the chat room. It's a real thing.
Well,
we have
thank
bats,
God.
and they have noses, and they're allergic to something.
Well, thank God, because I have a defense for the white nose syndrome. It's the Thanko face cooler mask. It also saves you from SARS and white nose bat syndrome. So
I'm trying to talk about serious stuff.
No, this is serious.
We're adult radio.
This
here.
has a built-in fan that acts as an exhaust system for your face. It filters out heat, fumes, stenches of Grandpa's bowel movement. It protects you from deadly outbreaks.
She looks like Darth Vader.
It protects you from SARS.
There's mosquitoes in the garage right now.
And there's it will protect you from
Mosquitoes are in my.
bat blackface syndrome, whatever that was that you were just talking about. So if you have bat blackface syndrome, you put this mask on, and it just sucks all the air right out of your body, and you die. So there's that's from Japan this week. So that's Japan Watch. What was your story on the umbrella story? Was classic. That was the best story I've ever heard.
Yeah, the umbrella thing here.
The umbrella thing on Saturday night. So if you guys didn't hear that, the podcast on the one that just went up, 42. Great story about the new Japan. What was that? The upside down umbrella, neck kerchief, whatever they call it. We need some show titles here. We're running out of show titles. I only got one. Any show titles out of you? You're awful quiet. You're totally not paying attention to anything. You're reading iChat is what you're doing. So please do your story.
No, I was trying to play a song and it doesn't seem like it played through. So
No, nothing's playing. You've been denied. So come up with some show titles in the chat room, people.
How about the homemade Conan the Barbarian booby trap?
Okay.
Did you hear about this?
No, I did not.
This guy in Long Island created this Conan the Barbarian booby trap where he used this giant knife and he attached it to this what the hell are they even called? I don't even know what they're called. I'm looking at the thing. I don't even know what it is. What is that?
Was his name Sarasm? Because he's from Long Island.
Well, they attached this giant thing. So, yeah, see, look, wireless packet. There it is. There's the things.
White nose bat. Stop it. You people are retarded.
That's what it is. It's real.
You're retarded.
It's real.
Whatever. You're all retarded.
So this guy fashioned with a crutch. He put a really large knife onto it, and then he made this thing where it used like some bungee cords. So when somebody opened the door, the fucking crutch swings open, and the knife would go and stab the person. The problem is that he had a Verizon wireless person come to his house, or a Verizon guy come to his house to check his cable.
Did he kill the Verizon guy?
Because
oh shit!
He almost did. So And then the guy's like, "Can you hear me now?" And then the thing came down and killed him.
Oh, Jesus. Remember that Verizon story?
It's just ridiculous.
That's kind of stupid. We got some really stupid stories tonight. Really.
What do you want from me?
Yeah, it's been 3 days of people. That's all we have for 3 days. Come on. Here's another stupid story. Airplane cabin for sale will make you the apartment commander. So apparently somebody on eBay is selling an entire airplane compartment with the seats and the windows and a cocktail bar and everything all built into it. You just buy this section of the plane and you own the plane. So I guess you can pretend you're in the airplane or... we always wanted a corporate jet, Dr. Seuss, for TNT. This might be our very first start right here.
The ass end of a plane?
It works. And we can pretend we're in the plane and just, it's one more place to go hide from the wives.
Can we go all the while we're inside
you
of
can
it?
pretty much do anything you want to. But there you go. If you go on eBay right now...
Why does S. Red think I'm so loud?
I don't know. Turn it down. Turn your video down. Not you, him. There's a little volume control right underneath the window. You are loud. You're always loud. It's the 43 shows we've determined that. What else are you going to do?
Shut up. All right, how about this one? I'm going to come back.
Well, good. Go slow because I got to pay. I got to pay. I never, ever finish a show unless I pay.
Segway came out and created this really wacky thing. It's called a I don't know what the hell it's called. It's called a RMP, hyper-directional transporter. Take a look at this thing. This thing has like all kinds of wacky like looking feet, and apparently it can go in any direction at all. I have no idea why I even care about this at all. I just look at the picture and I'm like, it looks like a giant turtle. Apparently, what it does is it can handle up to I think 500 or 400 pounds, and it can scoot the thing around anywhere. Omnidirectional, and it's really it looks like really, really cool. I don't know why I care. I don't know. I don't even know. It looks like somebody ran over its legs. That's what it looks like.
Segway what? I'm sorry. I was not here.
Sorry. It's a Segway. It's the company. The Segway company came out with this omnidirectional moving thing, and I don't know what it is, but I just like the picture and I think it looks cool.
Omnidirectional moving thing?
Yes, it's $50,000.
All right, I'm trying to get some show titles here. We're killing it here. The robot rain turtle.
It looks like a giant turtle. It looks like a giant turtle.
Wait, Segway came out with something new?
Yeah. Just click on the link. It looks like
I can't click on the link. Giant... My computer will explode.
Oh my God.
I'll just take your word for it. It's probably awesome.
It's really amazing.
You know
really
what,
exciting.
Dr. Seuss, you're awesome. You're amazing. You're an amazing person. I love you.
Yes.
Airplanehome.com. Look at these people in the chat room just going crazy, just posting links to I don't even know exactly. One other reason why Dr. Seuss.
I've seen that Airplane Home before.
Okay. Are you done with your Segway story?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, just checking. Japanese phones are so kick-ass that they get the signal from South Korea. People living at the most southern point in Japan are being charged for international roaming because their mobile phones are getting signals from the cell phone towers in South Korea 33 miles away. 38 different phones exhibit this problem, and the only solution is to turn off international roaming in their devices. Can you believe that? My phone doesn't work from here to the bedroom, and they get 33 miles.
My phone, I know, that's incredible. I had no signal right here, right now.
You don't have a signal, and you live right near a tower.
I live in a tower.
You live in a cell phone tower. Your house is a cell phone tower, and you get no signal. These poor people, 33 miles away. Think of how long that is. That's farther from where you live to me right now. We live probably about 15 miles apart. That's double that, and they're still getting cell phone signals. That's amazing. Why don't we move to Japan?
That's amazing. You know why? Because they have those little stickers that you can buy at like the dollar store.
Is that what it is?
Self-antenna boosters. That's what it is. They use them there.
I swear I was going to buy one of those.
I swear by those things.
I was going to buy one of those, but I
actually got one to the back of my iPhone. Doesn't seem to work, though.
It doesn't work at all? I'm moving.
No.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here. It's your story, by the way.
So here's some sad information out there. You keep talking about all your crappy shows that keep going off the air. What was it? Lost and Las Vegas.
Lost? No, not
Jericho.
Lost. Las Vegas and Jericho. Lost didn't go off the air.
I've always watched quality programs for years, and the programs that I choose stay around for a long time. Well, sadly to tell you, after 15 years, next year is the last year for ER. ER is going off the air.
Oh, that's too bad. You know what it's getting taken over by? The new Knight Rider coming this fall on NBC.
I think you're right.
I am right.
It's serious. It's like, so supposedly they're going to have like the last season, all the old doctors like George Clooney.
No, he's not coming back. They want to get him, but he won't come back. He said no.
But they're going to have all those, Dr. Green and all those guys, and they're not going to come back. So it's going to be a lame-ass final season.
Yeah, they're saying ER was good with Clooney.
Recently. Yeah.
Well,
Clooney,
I liked it.
But now they got the guy from the Who's the Boss or whatever the hell his name is. Or
Tony Danza? He's on there now?
I think so. I don't know.
I love Tony Danza on ER. He's great. He's amazing.
He's great. I love Tony Danza is on ER. He's John Stamos. Yeah, he's great.
Do you do Tony?
We watch House. So House is better.
Do you do a Tony Danza voice, Dr. Seuss?
Hi, I'm Tony Danza. How's that?
It's the delay is so weird.
I am
Just
Tony Danza.
Not having you here and the waiting for the delay to start. Like Dr. Seuss. Dead air, dead air, dead air. Oh, yeah, okay, finally it comes back.
There is a delay, isn't there?
There's an awful delay tonight. Awful delay. So bad. You're killing every one of my jokes. God damn it.
Dr. has died.
Who died?
Dr. Green, he died.
Yeah, Dr. Green got exploded, didn't he?
Exploded? What about Uncle Jesse? Is still on the show?
Uncle Jesse is dead, I'm sure, by this point. Here's one for you. I don't know if that link came through correctly, but who cares? The crystal-encrusted toaster, an expensive way to toast bread.
Oh, my God. You've already did this before.
No, this is a different one.
Oh, my God.
This is a brand new toaster from Neiman Marcus, and this one has 200 Swarovski crystals. Swarovski. How the fuck do you say that? Swarovski crystals. 200 crystals. It's $300. It does nothing but toast bread. There's nothing else except the crystals.
Awesome.
For $300. I feel bad because I've not done any toaster stories in like 5 shows. So I had to sneak that one in there.
Pass the gray poon.
Go ahead.
Pass the gray poon.
I'll put that as a show title. Pass the gray poon. We have no show title. I'll take anything. Anything you got. Such a half-ass show tonight.
How about this? This is for all you ladies out there worried about self-defense. How about the brass knuckle umbrella? Apparently, this is a Class 5 weapon by the Victorian police. It's a umbrella that has brass knuckles.
It's a what?
I don't know what else to say. It's an umbrella where it has brass knuckles in the handle. It's brass knuckles.
So,
brass knuckles, those funky knuckles.
What if you have the umbrella open? I mean, when you go to punch somebody with it, the air is going to catch the umbrella, and it's going to punch him like very featherweight, very slowly, because the drag of the umbrella.
You're going to punch somebody, and you're going to punch him, and then the wind blows, and you kind of like fly away.
You end up at the fucking back end of the street, and you still get a fucking umbrella stuck in your neck. That's a stupid story.
I don't know. All I know is that there's some chick's going to be walking around with this thing. Is going to knock your face right off your body.
You're a stupid idiot for that story. I give you the stupid idiot award of the whole show for that. Totally.
All right. Well,
totally.
Sorry.
This is even stupider. This is one of those duh stories we did on Saturday night. If men think about sex and money, it's natural. Erotic pictures stimulate the same part of the brain that lights up when a financial risk is taken. A new study reveals, again, the same people.
All right. Hold on.
Yes.
The funniest thing about this,
what,
is the chick that looks like a dude in the AP photo?
I won't look.
Take a look. No. Take a look at her. She's like,
I won't look.
Professor Camilla M. Kuhn. She looks like a dude. She looks like a dude.
It's these
So
stupid.
no wonder why. How would she have any idea? She's never even been around a guy.
It's these stupid stories that I just pull, and you have to say them because it's like these are so stupid common thoughts. But it's always a recent study has proven, but they don't say who did the study, when it was done.
Yeah,
it's just
Nerds
ridiculous.
get beat up.
Stupid. That's a
Recent
dumb
stories
duh
prove that
story. We
nerds
should have
get
one
beat
every
up.
week. Every week we need to have one of those stories. So go ahead, Dr. Seuss.
I told you that. How about the science project? Smolders on panic, or smolders on subway. Panic ensues. 29-year-old Gregory Katz says he's sorry. His science project, a model of an elevator, short-circuited in his backpack and started to smolder in a New York City subway car. Katz said he tried to reassure fellow passengers that was his school project, not a bomb, but people started scrambling to the exits nonetheless. The box he was holding had a small battery, wires, and motor. And they were panicking, and I realized their fear. An apologetic Katz said. He tried to disassemble the contraption on the platform as he tried to reassure riders, don't worry, this is my science project. Could you imagine that? You're like, no, it's a science project. I'm not trying to blow anybody up, I swear to God. Oh, stop running, stop screaming. Oh, God.
The bigger problem, I don't have a Subway song, so I just played Yellow Submarine. When I looked up Subway, Yellow Submarine came up, so that's all I got for you.
All I know is that Aielli thinks this show sucks, and I would agree with her.
Dude, we just did a show 2 days ago, 3 days ago. This is like, this is just not... We should have just taken this whole week off as a vacation.
I told you that.
Totally.
I told
Should
you
have
that.
taken the whole week off. We're doing our best. God damn it. It's free, for Christ's sakes. I don't want to
How
upset
about this one?
Go ahead.
How about this? How about this one? What we can do? We only have a little bit more of the show left. We could always play some really bad karaoke. What do you think?
Well, not during the podcast. We'll wait till, we got 10 minutes to go on the show, pretty much. You know what? I'll give you 5 minutes. We'll do 45 minutes, and we're done. How about that? That's my proposition.
And we're done.
45 minutes. We're at 41 minutes right now. I'll give you 4 more minutes. If you do 4 more minutes, you can do anything you want. You can strip naked if you want to.
Ooh, the shot, babe.
Oh, it's awful. It's so awful. You gotta figure out how we can make it live somehow.
Pearly white. Just a jackknife.
All right, I'm just gonna pick the next story.
He's in the toilet.
And he keeps it.
Wow. We got to do one a week. We got to do one every week and just play it on the show before the show starts. That's all we have to do.
See, babe.
All right, whatever. I'm just going to move on because he's not paying attention at all. Rest in peace on the moon, Dr. Seuss. If you don't want to be frozen like Walt Disney or sprinkled over the Himalayas like Sir Edmund Hillary or burnt in a pyre like Gandhi, how about resting on the moon? Celestis Incorporated is offering you to send your ashes after you die to the moon and for a fee. Robotic landers will carry the human ashes to the moon, and this is your final resting place for some of mankind, and that's a commercial service for
Are you going to
fee.
go with like Spock? Is Spock going to be there?
No, that was a good movie, though. I love that movie. But yes, you can rest in peace on the moon. So, didn't we used to have our mine weapons sitting on the moon guarding our shows in the moon bunker?
Yes.
That was yes, thank you. You just want to get over the show. You can do the stupid karaoke.
Yeah.
You know what? Fine. Just take us out of here. I'm going to play the closing theme right now. You know what? If you're going to put that kind of emphasis in it.
You're going to take your ball and leave?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Yeah, it was great. It was a great show. Yes. There you
Thanks
go.
to everybody
There you go.
for hanging out tonight. I had a blast. I thought this was a lot of fun.
No, it wasn't, Mason. It was a big piece of crap show. It was our worst show ever, Mason.
See ya. Hope you had a good time.
I didn't.
Come on. Don't stop the show
No,
now.
I didn't.
Come on.
I'm
We can
done.
do a couple
45 minutes, you're done.
Hope we get to see you again.
Oh, it's a short show. We have nothing to say. This was Tuesday Night Tech. We're sorry to waste your time. Please, we apologize.
This was awful. It was such a train wreck, as predicted. We only have 3 show titles. We need one more show title. It was so bad.
Short show for the short bus.
Short show. I'll take it. I'll take anything you got. Short show for
That's from
the
Fireman.
short bus. Thank you, Fireman. I will take it. See you, everybody. 45 minutes, our shortest show ever for the short bus.
Good morning to ya.
Oh, www.tuesdaynightTech.com. Go make some videos. GotWebMojo.com. Win a prize. Bye now. Hope you never come back again. I hope we never come back again after this. Ever. Ever. It's awful.